all of us were on the call today. Very disappointed. We were all in the queue trying to answer questions, and until we run out of questions that hadn't, every one of us had questions that we wanted to ask. We felt we didn't get any of the responses that were necessary from you. Very disappointed in your leadership. I have called for your resignation, and I'd rather you resign tonight or start answering our questions right now about the death threat to President Trump and allowing him to go on stage in Pennsylvania at a time when he'd already been alerted that there was somebody with a spotter, all these situations already identified an hour before, and you let him go on stage without the knowledge of him, the team on the ground, and you will put him within less than an inch of his life. So resignation or full explanation to us right now.
We have turned to get our questions, and he never was running the file. It may not have been the director who was nearly killed. You need an hour out. You have a suspicious person, and at 5:51, according to the timeline of your deputy, you identified a potential threat. And then at 5:53, you told, or someone told, that the sniper, that he was there. But can you give us an explanation? Why would anyone allow the president to go on stage when you know you've got a potential threat and you've got snipers that are trained on it? Why? I don't think that this is the
Well, you hung up on it. We're here. You cut off the meeting short.
Hospitality Salute is actually to thank the partners who have helped secure the Republican National Convention, and I would not want to take away from their safety.
Well, we can find a place to go right now. We'll leave you with you then.
Thank you very much.
No, we're going with you. We're going with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Afghanistan veteran Scott.
Go ahead, son.
I'm going to tell you the answer. The answer to us. The answer to us. This is exactly what we were doing today.
This was an assassination attempt. You owe the people answers. You owe President Trump answers.
Go. People of the United States. You're the head of the Secret Service.
You owe answers.
You owe answers to the Senate, to the House, to the President, the past President, and you owe answers to the
President should have this for the protection, for crying out loud.
Did you hear what Senator Marsha Blackburn said? She said, you owe answers to the people. You owe answers to President Trump. Remember, he's the one who got shot. Of course she does. Well, there were 4 senators, John Barrasso of Wyoming, James Lankford of Oklahoma, Kevin Cramer of North Dakota, and Marsha Blackburn from Tennessee. And for the first time speaking since that, live on television now, is Senator Marsha Blackburn. She is on the committees of Judiciary and Veterans Affairs. They do owe us answers. Did you get any?
No, we did not. And how astounding it was that she was very comfortable in that luxury suite, having a cocktail party, saying thank you to people that had helped fund security. But Harris, she would not take 5 minutes and provide answers for the people. And we were trying to get answers on the phone call. How could the Secret Service allow their protectee, President Donald Trump, to take the stage at 6 o'clock when at 5:51 they had identified a potential threat. 5:53 they alerted the spotters and the sharpshooters, and then at 6 o'clock they clear him to go on the stage. And she is more concerned about donors than she is about the people of this country and the president. I think it speaks to the priorities and the tone deafness.
All right, I want to talk about just why she was here. And so what you now are breaking down for us is she came to thank, and the word she used when you watch the tape is partners. Yes. This was about donor support. This was about making sure that things are politically clean, perhaps, for the man in the White House. This was not about the American public. When you knew that you needed to do some foot traffic to get her, you were in heels and you were running. What was the response of her team around her? And they seem to just be letting you guys go. I mean, I think everybody wants answers. Maybe even some of our own people don't have them.
Everyone deserves answers. The taxpayers of this country, President Trump, his team, we all deserve to know what happened. People are astounded that someone could get to that building and take a clean line of sight shot at President Trump, and it is just God's divine providence that saved his life.
So here you are, you're surrounding her, and she's got her hand on her chest. Oh, my goodness, I'm so sorry I can't talk to you right now. When is the appropriate time going to be? Because she's now been delaying House hearings. Like, what's convenient for Kimberly Cheatle since she can come to Wisconsin and hang out with partners and donors and whatever?
What she should,
at a cocktail party.
At a cocktail party. And what she should have done is step aside with us and provide some answers to questions that we had. Who made that decision? Why did they make that decision? Where was the lapse in protocol? Has President Trump received everything he asked for? Some of these things we are hearing on the air, are they true or not? You're hearing so much on social media about this. But her priority was not about providing those answers. Mm-hmm. Her priority was about those, what she termed her partners, and having a nice evening.
All right, a couple of things happened yesterday. House Oversight Committee Chairman and James Comer sent a subpoena to lock in the Secret Service Director's appearance at a hearing on Monday. She has agreed to that appearance. If she lawyers up, do taxpayers pay for that? Is that the Department of Justice that's offering her some legal help? Because I got to guess now she's going to get some.
I would say she probably will have the Department of Justice that is helping her. But she's going to have to come forward. She can run, but she cannot hide. She has to provide these answers. She should be fired. She should have been fired Saturday night.
Talk to me about the 7 minutes. You were on this call, which led you to want to go see her when you found out she was here.
Yes.
Because something happened on the call with the United States Secret Service. What happened?
We had a call with Director Cheatle, her deputy, Director Ray.
And what time was this?
This was at 2 o'clock Central Time.
So she was likely already doing that from here. Did you know she was doing that from here?
No, we did not. And until I was mentioning to the Trump team, kind of going through what we learned on the call and our frustration, and Senator Barrasso, Senator Langford, Senator Kramer, several of us had tried to be in the queue. We had our hands raised in the queue.
That digital virtual hand on that call.
That's right. And we were trying to get answers to questions because I have Tennesseans every minute that are texting and calling.
The whole country.
They want answers.
So what happened?
Well, they said, there are no more questions in the queue, and they cut the call. And everyone was like, we need some answers.
Kimberly Cheatle was on that call.
Yes.
The call was cut as the questions in the queue were lining up.
That's right.
Those virtual hand raises saying we have questions still on this call. She was likely here at the event already. She didn't even bother to tell you that. She wanted to not give you access, apparently, because she was here on that call. I mean, that is unbelievable.
So when I found out she was here, I gathered my colleagues. I said, let's go up to the suite and see if we can pull her aside, get some answers, and our questions that we had. But she did not want that.
Look at the screen. Did she even acknowledge, I know I just got off this call with you? Did she say the line cut out? Like, what? Why did they hang up?
Not running the call. In the video, I asked
Well,
her.
what else is she not running?
Well, obviously, she is not doing a very good job running the Secret Service. And Harris, you can look at that video from Saturday. You can look at the video that people there. And you know, Harris, one of the things that I've heard from so many moms, they have taught their kids, if you see something, say something. Go to law enforcement. There were dozens of people that said something on Saturday. There were people out there with their children, their families. They were going, hey, there's a man on that roof. And nothing was done. This is a frightening thought to just millions of moms that are sending their kids back to school this fall, to college.
Tell me how it works. Would senators show up to that House hearing and sit just like the public can, and maybe, I mean, would you want to be present at that on Monday?
I think what we will do is let the House proceed with theirs. We're still pushing. We sent a letter this past Monday from Republican Judiciary Committee members asking for answers and asking for her to appear.
Did she respond?
No, she has not. I've had a call into her since Saturday.
So Subpoena gets a response.
She will have to show up for the subpoena, or she will, if she denies that subpoena, then they will have other actions.
Senator Marsha Blackburn, as Americans watch this, they know how hard you tried to get those answers. We'll all be watching on Monday as she enters that hearing in the House. But it's pretty unreal that she didn't acknowledge that she might have been down the hallway from you potentially, or across the street at a hotel or someplace nearby.
Yes.
That's offensive.
It is.
She really didn't want to give access to the people because you represent the people.
That's right.
All right.
And we're going to stay on it, and people deserve the answer. She needs to realize she answers to the people of this country. Her job is very focused in scope. It is to protect.
Well, you mentioned the word she needs to be fired. Let's see what happens next.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you
for being